Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the June week 26, June 25th through July the 1st, and week 27, July 2nd through July 8th weekly wrap up. Have I been gone for like ever? Yes. That is because I have been in like a creative slump. I haven't want to record anything. I have been reading, which you're about to find out about. Like the last double up videos that I've been doing, or 2-week videos that I've been doing, I will timestamp when I switch over the weeks to keep you guys going. And I will only do one currently reads, which is the books that I'll be reading, or that I have been reading since those 2 weeks. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into week 26. We're making this, like that intro was just, you know, it is what it is. So week 26, June the 25th through July the 1st. I read a whopping 2 books. It was real slumpy. It was like real slow. We were, you know, in between getting back to our summer stuff. Were we? Is that what we're doing? I think we were. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. I think we were finishing up our first like summer session. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, I finished The Long Way Home, which is Core Security number 7 by Harper Sloan, placing this in contemporary, giving it 3.25 stars, giving it 2 Steam fans, had it as an ebook through KU. There is content warnings for PTSD, depression, for secrets, lots and lots of secrets, some stalking situation going on there. It's a single mom. We have Olivia, who is a single mom to her little her sister. She's actually the aunt, who actually turned to be the mom because her sister was killed. Then we have Drew, who has been sort of watching them and kind of protecting them, things like that, because there is a threat against them. But come to find out, this is a core security member that we thought was dead. That's all I'm going to say about that one. If you have read the series, then you know who I'm talking about. So Drew is a 50-year-old security guy. He's a ghost, and you know, he's watching after Olivia and the little girl, protecting them from the bad guys and things like that. But at the same time, Olivia is has kind of hit Drew in this like this okay, I have found my one that I want to get out of the ghost business for, and you know, really kind of makes him open up. Actually, it's the little girl that makes him open up, and that's exactly what she ends up doing. It didn't feel like we needed this book. Was it okay that we went back? Yes. But if you haven't read the other core security books in like a while, it does take some time to remember all the little pieces and bits and pieces, because that's a whole world that's going on. Not to mention, there's a whole spin-off series called the Hopetown series, I believe it is, that's involved as well. Drew is 50 years old, and there's been like a lifetime of things that has happened. So, you know, reading the author's note, I guess lots of people had wanted this book, and to me, it felt like we just didn't need it. Like, I understand why people loved Drew the character, but at the same time, was he needed? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Not needed at all. Then I read Not So Lucky by Trulina Pucci. This is a sports erotica rom-com, giving it 4.5 stars, giving it 5 Steam fans. Woo! If you ain't got your big girl panties on and ready for some spice in all sorts of manners, I would stay away from this book. I had this as an ARC. This is a Black author. This is a married in Vegas, then told that you can't get it annulled. We have Eleanor, we have Crew. This is Eleanor, the little sister. Woo! Sorry, guys. This is the little sister to our main female character from Tangled and Tinsel. So, this is not a Why Choose. This is just Eleanor and Crew, but there are some group activities that end up happening with two of Crew's friends, which nom 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 nom, ate that sexy time up. Woo! Trelita put her whole foot into it. But, you know, Eleanor and Crew get married and then they have to stay together. And they figure out that, you know what, that alcohol that was flowing, that gave us that impulse to get married in the first place, it actually showed some really true feelings. And watching the two of them be like accidental marriage to actual marriage was so much fun. And the sexy time, off the charts, off the charts, off the charts. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So moving on to week 27, which is July the 2nd through July the 8th. And that included, 4th of July, which we didn't celebrate, by the way. Just letting y'all know. We ain't celebrating that anymore. I did some reading. I got some reading done. I devoured some books, and some books just took me a little bit longer. But I started off by reading Game Over, which is Southern Gentleman number 4 by Janice Dixon. I'm loving this town, really enjoying it. It's a contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans. Had it as an ebook through KU. This is a Black author. There are trust issues in here, like trust issues. There's also some other woman problems that we have going on, and it's like, really, but that's all right. Childhood trauma. It felt like our two main characters, Emmett and Amber, did a little bit of trauma bonding. Was that okay? Yeah, I mean, I guess a little, but at the same time, it was like, did we really need that? But that's okay. So Emmett is a pro footballer. He and Amber, who is a single mom, end up doing some friends with benefits type situation going on there. So we are back in Houston, and Emmett is always sort of the the playboy of the group. That's what I was trying to say. He's the playboy of the group. We get to see the whole Southern crew, and they are somewhat integral into this. Amber is a single mom. She is like, I'm trying to be the best that I possibly can be for my son, and do everything that I can do to get him ahead. He has the head on, he has the brains, and he has the athleticism. Big words. Athleticism to take him all the way. And he also has that mindset of, I want to do athletics. I want to be a pro football player. But at the same time, I know that I have to work on my studies. I have to be all into my studies. The other woman problems are really annoying because it's someone that Emmett ends up working with. The other man problems, though, Amber, she was kind of working my nerves just a little bit. But then again, baby daddies be doing their own thing, and I just wanted to punt that baby daddy. I was like, God. And he's not even a baby. He's a teenager. He has his whole life like set out. But it deals with teen pregnancy as well. Although Amber and Emmett are older, they do discuss that. I didn't really feel the friends with benefits situation going on, but at the same time, you know that it's there. Overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this book, and I loved being back in Houston with the Southern crew. The next book that I finished was The Duchess Effect, which is American Royalty #2 by Tracy Livesay. This is a royalty romance, giving it 3.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans, had it as an ARC. This is a Black author. This is an interracial royalty romance. I wasn't connected with this. I had it as an ARC, so I was using my text to speech, and I don't know that I was really connecting with Duchess and Jameson on this one. I felt Duchess was very kind of keeping secrets from Jameson on everything that was going on. Like I said, I wasn't feeling very connected, so I have been thinking about going back and rereading it via audiobook. I did purchase the audiobook so that I can reread it because I have heard from some of my other book friends that, you know, Duchess's journey is very, very interesting. So I think maybe I need an audiobook narrator's voice in my head to voice Duchess and to voice Jameson, to give me that 2 separate kind of perspectives to enjoy this new journey that's going on. Then I read In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. This is a military romance, giving it 5 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans, had it as an ARC or Amazon first. Rebecca's team sent me the physical copy as an ARC, and then we were blessed by the Amazon gods as for them putting this book on as an Amazon first. So as soon as I saw that, I snatched it on up, and of course I read it. This deals with PTSD, trauma bonding, the fall of Afghanistan. So if those are some sensitive topics that you're not ready to kind of connect with, then, or read about, then I would say pass on this one. But I was here for it. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. So we have Nate, or Nathaniel, who has a seat next to Izzy on a flight right before he's going to basic training. And Izzy is a timid flyer, and lo and behold, what ends up happening is their plane ends up crashing. This is where their trauma bond begins. Normally I am not a fan of trauma bonding, but this one right here, it was like wildly like trauma bonding that's non-toxic. Like they had this connection, but did they let it become toxic? That, you know, they were toxic to each other? No. They were just connected by the trauma. Did they like hold on to each other in ways that could be considered unhealthy? Maybe a little bit, but they also didn't stop their lives. Like they went on with their lives, even though they kept bouncing back together. You know, it was just like, it was this beautiful thing. And the way that their conflict they end up ultimately having was just like, when it's revealed, like some people may pick up on what's revealed in the end of this book with these 2 characters. I did not. My jaw was on the floor when it finally hit me. And just thinking about it, I'm just like, it takes me back to all those emotions again. Just this is why I trust military books from Rebecca Yarros, because put her whole damn foot into it. So for all of those that need a fix from Fourth Wing, this is it. This is the fix that you need. Whew. And a way to understand Rebecca's writing. Like, yes. So many yeses. Just Mwah. Chef's kiss. Then the final book that I finished reading for week 27 was I'll Catch You, which is New York Sabres #2 by Farrah Roshan. This is a sports romance. Giving it 3.5 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Had it as an audiobook. This is a Black author. This is Black love, and this is Cedric and Peyton's story. Cedric is a boop, 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 boop. What was his thing? He needed a sports agent. That's what it was. He needed a sports agent. Peyton is trying to get into the business. She is an up and coming badass sports agent with her own company, and she is, courting him. He has to sort of play off his attraction to her and let her do her job. And same with her. I found the story to be cute and interesting. So there is that. Alrighty, so what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Savage Bloodline, Mason by Amaya Black, Prince of the Brotherhood by Kate Alex Walker, and then I'm reading these Kindle Vella stories, which if y'all are not on Kindle Vella, you need to be on Kindle Vella. Dreambound by Cinere Black. Okay, this book, these stories right now have us dealing with a woman that is trying to find a cure and help her mother, who is somewhat in a coma, I believe, that's what I'm gathering. But when she ends up dabbling into the spiritual world of her ancestry, she goes into this dream world, and the dream king, the dream master, the spiritual being that is over the dream world, they do some things. They do some things, and I was here for it. Then I am currently reading the Vella of Draft Pick #2, which is Andre by Dari McCoy. And this one has quite a few. I think we're on 35, 36, maybe even 37 episodes right now. And we have our two characters. They're dealing with each other. They've come off a vacation, and we just got some news about some things that are going to be coming up in pregnancy. That's all I'm going to say about that. I love it. I love it. The BDE is BDE, and Dari is one of my queens of BDE right now, and I'm just eating it all up, eating it all up, eating it all up. I'm also reading Left by Nicoya Zhang, and right now in this Vella, we are getting married couple. Okay, what's going on with this married couple? Who's trying to get in between them? Because what's currently going on doesn't sound like them. They've been together for years and years. They have kids together. And somebody has just kind of thrown a wrench into their love bubble that could make it rocky, or it could not make it rocky. We don't know yet. New episode hasn't dropped yet, so we don't know what's going to happen next. But I'm here for it. I'm ready for this ride. And the last Kindle Vella that has me in a chokehold, I tell you, is Love on the Run by Kenya Gori Bell. Whew! This is Flower and Akuro. They are back at it again. Flower has done something. She ran away with Akuro's child, and he was like, no, you didn't. No. So Akuro don't play. Now there are quite a few content warnings for this Kindle Vella. BDSM, for self-harm, for some of the darker aspects of BDSM. So get ready for that. Get your mind ready for that. If your mind is not there for that, don't go in this vela. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But if those are some things that you enjoy, it is giving. Kenya also has those warnings on there that go with more in depth. So if you need more warnings, they are there for you. Alrighty, so that concludes week 26 and 27's weekly wrap up. Yeah, I'm doing some reading. Keeping that streak alive, things like that. But this household is all over the place. You know, hubby has his hours. I have my hours. Kiddo has his hours. We're all working. Woo! It's a work fest over here in this household. So reading is happening, but work and swim and things like that. Summer is summering. That's all I'm going to say about that. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. As always, my social links are down there as well. Follow me everywhere, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!